Welcome at Maths Form 4 Topic Progression Lesson 4 Question. Express reoccurring decimal. Reoccurring means repeating. It means repeating. The decimal is repeating. As you can see, we have 63, 63, 63. That is the meaning of recurring or repeating. So, express the reoccurring decimal as a fraction. So, the question is, we have to change the decimal to fraction. That is the question. Change decimal to fraction. And before we do that, let us go to lower secondary and learn something about decimal. If you remember in your lower secondary, example, I have a decimal 0.34. This decimal we can break up into a sum of two other decimal, which is the first one is 0.3, that will be the first one, 0.3, and the second one would be 0.04. 0.04, whereby to write the 4, the 3 I have replaced with 0. So if I were to add 0.3 and 0.04, I would get back 0.34. Using these, now the decimal that is given to us, which is 0.636363 and continue, we can break this decimal to a sum of decimals. We can break this to a sum of decimal. The first one would be, I'm going to follow this. The first one would be 0.63. That is the first. 0.63 plus, because it is a sum, the next would be 0.0063. That is the 6 and the 3. I'm going to replace it with 0, 0. So the next number would be 0.0063. Again plus. Now the last 63 here, which means this 63 already replaced with 0, and this 63 we also going to replace with 0, 0. So the last number would be 0.000063, and it continues. So what we have done, we have taken the reoccurring decimal and changed it to a sum of other decimals. And if you look carefully at the given decimal, the first, the second, and the third, it is a sequence of numbers. It is a sequence of numbers. Now we have to find out, if it is a sequence of numbers, is it AP or GP? We have to find that out first. And definitely it is a sum. So it is a sum, because we have a plus sign here. It is a sum of a sequence of numbers. How to find out? Watch. This is 0.63. This is 0.063. Here we have 2 decimal place, and here we have 4 decimal place, and here we have 6 decimal place. We learn in our lower secondary, if 2 decimal place, you want to change it to 4 decimal place, you must divide by 100, which got 2 0. And divide by 100, same as times 0.01. You see? So now to go to the first term to the second term, it is times 0.01. Similar, 4 decimal place change to 6 decimal place. I'm going to do it here. 4 decimal place change to 6 decimal place. Again is divide 100, which is same as times 0.01. So therefore, the sequence of numbers that we have, 0.63 plus 0.0063 plus 0.000063 plus continue. This is a GP. That part established. And in this GP, we already got what? From the first term, you want to go to the second term, or second term, you want to go to the third term. It was times 0.01. Also, it is times 0.01, which is times 0.01 times 0.01 was actually R. This is R. And our first term, of course, 0.63. This is our first term A, 0.63. So we have established the A, we have established the A, we have established the R. And you notice this is sum. So it must be S. For that GP, it must be sum is S. But you notice that the R we got, this R is less than 1. The R is less than 1 and the terms continue. Okay, first R is less than 1, the terms continue, and the terms are getting smaller and smaller. R is less than 1, the terms are getting smaller and smaller. It is continuing. That means it is S infinity. So now we use the formula S infinity, A over 1 minus R. All we have to do is substitute the A and the R, we will get the answer. So now S infinity, our A is 0.63, 1 minus, our R is 0.01. I'm going to do this calculation. S infinity, the top part, I just leave it, 0.63, I just leave it. The down one, 1 minus 0.01, you can use your calculator, that we would get 0.99. Now here you cannot use the calculator. This part cannot use the calculator. We have to make it a fraction. You remember earlier part? They said express in fraction. So what I do now, S infinity, I times by 100. I times by 100, up and down, times by 100. So the top part, 0.63 times 100, I'm going to get 63. The down part, 0.99 times 100, I'm going to get 99. And of course this, we can simplify this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the 63 and the 99. I'm going to divide by 3. I'm going to divide by 3. I start with 3 first. So now as infinity, 63 divided by 3, I'm going to get 21 over, and then 99 divided by 3, I'm going to get 33. If can, you simplify again. Can, now can. I can divide by 3. I can divide by 3. Now I get my S infinity. 21 divided by 3 is 7 over 33 divided by 3. All use calculator, 11. You see? I've got my answer. This means that the fraction that 0.636363 continue is same as 7 over 11. This is our answer. Okay, that's all for today. I see you on the next lesson.